Let's talk about something we avoid because it cuts deep. Inconsistency. Most women are taught to look at the surface. Does he show up sometimes? Does he call every once in a while? Do they come around when it benefits them? And we convince ourselves that this is commitment. But here's the truth you've been avoiding. If someone is consistent at being inconsistent, that is the answer. That is their pattern. That is their capacity. And you ignoring it doesn't make it go away. Women with big hearts love to give people credit for their potential instead of their patterns. But in every relationship, romantic, friendships, family, consistency is the real measurement. Not the excuses, not the busy, not the promises. Patterns tell the truth. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. If you are the one putting in all the effort, making sure everyone else feels seen, loved, heard, taken care of, while you sit there empty, overlooked, and unconsidered, you need to stop looking at them and start looking at you. Because that kind of overgiving doesn't come from generosity, it comes from a wound. Most women don't realize this. Overgiving is often rooted in abandonment, and abandonment wounds usually weren't created in adulthood. They were handed to you in childhood by people who didn't have the capacity to love you the way you needed. So you learn to earn love, perform for love, prove your worth, carry the emotional weight of every room you walk into, and when the world told you it still wasn't enough, you pushed harder. You called it loyalty, you called it patience, you called it being the strong one. But deep down, it was self-abandonment, and you got so used to it that inconsistency from others started feeling normal. Let me tell you something today. It is not normal. Bare minimum effort is not normal. You shrinking to keep the peace is not normal. You giving 100 and receiving 10 is not normal. But you'll never fully see that until you go within. Because when you sit in silence, real silence, your truth rises to the surface. Your patterns stop hiding, your wounds start speaking, and you finally see the places where you have been inconsistent with yourself, because that's where it starts. If you aren't consistently giving yourself the love, the care, the standards, the respect, and the boundaries you deserve, you will continue attracting people who match your inconsistency with yourself. Life reflects you. Relationships mirror you. The world responds to the level at which you show up. So here's the shift. Start showing up for yourself with the same intensity you show up for everyone else. Stop abandoning yourself. Stop ignoring your needs. Stop lowering your standards to maintain connections that aren't even feeding you. Because when you become consistent with yourself, your value rises. Your energy changes. Your standards stabilize. And the people who enter your life have no choice but to match it or get the hell gone. Once you shift, everything in your world shifts. The reflections change, the relationships change, you change. And that is the real power. Boss Fuel. Fuel for women who rise.